He's going with that ladder, and he needs to get his own server. Places like this, big business like this. Similar scale, you know. I'm sure you've got customers' info on there. It's got another server, and you'll yeah, you need to get a server. That's the problem. He won't invest in it. He won't pay for it. Exactly. Although it's free to make your own server. Let's have a drink.
Right guys, I think we're back on again. Sorry about that. Basically Adam knew that the internet had gone down because the card machine wouldn't take payment, so just a bit of an internet glitch, so we're back on. 4-2 to Aaron, and we're going to kick back in again. Raz to break. So Raz has got a ball. I think I'd be looking at yellows here, to be fair. You could take this in the corner and then take the... Oh, he's addressing his bad ball first. We just took that chance to relieve ourselves. You right, Jason?
Yeah, very good. Yeah. I've just adjusted the mic a little bit, guys. So just let me know if I'm coming through okay.
He had a chance there, Jace. He took yellows, but I would have taken the yellow that he took the first one, and then just stunned it because he got a chance of splitting the yellow up that's sitting over the two reds there. But we'll see. We'll see what he does. See how he minds his work. Oh, he's got a perfect chance now to go into. If he can hit this thin enough. What you think?
Yeah, just to split him up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think he's got to pinch a bit of the bag to get at it. I think the harder he hits it, the wider it will throw, Neil.
I think he's. That's it, mate. That's where he should be. Just give us a thumbs up, guys, if you can still hear us, and we're all right. Cheers. Oh, he's decided. I don't know if I'm a fan of that, Jace.
No, I think that red goes into the middle, doesn't it?
It's tight. It's tight. I don't think he would have played that shot, you know, if
he did.
If the red did go.
Yeah, he probably had a look at it. Whether he can just flick it off the other red that he's closest to. Yeah, he couldn't.
Yeah, it's still a containing safety.
It is, yeah.
I can't see any chats on there, guys. Tell you what, just go on your phone, Jason, and put YouTube on and just see if there's any chats. We can do the chat off there anyway, and just stand your phone up against you.
Yeah, okay, mate. We'll have a look now.
Yeah, lime and soda.
Oh yeah, yeah. Make sure I don't knock it over.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I think this is turning into a cagey match, Jace. Do you?
Yeah, I think once once Raz pulled back a little bit,
yeah,
just to tighten it up. You know, we both said, didn't we, that there's a chance that could happen because,
yeah,
you know, it's all.
I bumped into Aaron in the toilet, and he says, "I'm potting. I feel like I'm potting really well." I said, "Yeah, but when you potted and you've missed," I said, he's there you go. Look, he's played that really well. When he's potted, I said, "Yeah, but when you've missed," I said, "Raz, he's picked you off." So
It looks like we've got. I mean, I'm just putting YouTube up now. But yeah, we've got 13 viewers, 11 viewers, 12
right,
viewers.
that's all right.
So
I'm just thinking of the chat. Can you get
yeah,
the chat on there? All right, so nobody's
actually
okay.
messaged yet. I mean, just if you could, guys, let us know if the mics are still okay. That'd be good.
Well, just if you've everything's back on and all good. That's all. Now, back on. Yeah. Cheers. Thanks, lads. That's I think this is a 4-3, mate. To be fair.
Yeah, you've got a fancy for me.
Yeah. He's got a couple of options here, as long as he runs through a little bit.
Yeah, I think that is the right shot, Neil.
Yeah.
I think whether we can just stun up, even if he bumps the red on the left-hand side, they all go then, don't they?
Yeah. They've all got a home, haven't they?
Yeah, yeah.
He doesn't want to do anything silly. He's just got to drop them in dead weight.
I think that was always a danger playing that way. That's why I said.
You can tell by the look on his face. He's not happy.
Yeah, I think if you just stunned it up, he couldn't have not been on the right hand red.
Yeah.
Whereas playing off the rail, that was always a risk.
Yeah.
And obviously pace comes into it as well because you come inside it.
I think he's tracking away from this, isn't he? If he plays the plant.
Played it well. How's your look?
And do you know what? I think he's on that.
I think he's on. Have a quick look at the overhead, Neil.
Yeah.
What would you do there, mate? Would you try and just screw it down, just run it round? Oh, he's played that well.
Yeah.
It's a good effort, that is.
It's a fine shot. This is where he needs to take his time. I was saying to him earlier on, I said, just take 10, 15 seconds, have a look at stuff, and then. See now, this is what can cost a person the match.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he did. For me, there, I think that's just a quick walk up the table, directly behind the shots where you need to hit the black.
20 seconds.
It's not a massive amount of time. Obviously, I'm saying this, but I do play quick. But I think just in moments like that where it's it's a crucial stage of the match, it could go 4-3.
Yeah.
4-3 to 5-2 is a big difference. It's only race to 11.
Yeah.
And these singular frames here can massively make a difference.
It's fine margins, mate. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, he could pull a worldie off here, and
it's a big bag, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't. It did.
Oh, it's a good effort. He's got it.
Oh!
I think it's a frame winner though, Neil. Unless Rav can.
Do you know what?
Unless Rav can.
In this rule set, Jace, that's as good as game because even if he gives it ball in hand, he's still got to shift that yellow at some stage of the game.
I think the only chance Raz has got here of getting anything out of this frame now is to actually try and get it, force it as a re-rack.
Yeah, that's case for a good case for a good argument there.
You've got enough balls on there to do it.
Yeah.
Just keep rolling
what would you do? Drop the middle in and then just double it, so off the side rail, and then just make it impossible for him to pot it.
I think it's difficult. It's getting the pace right. I'd love to be behind one and roll it down.
3, 2.
Yeah. So I think he's going to run out of balls to do it with.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason's just called that. Is that Jamie? Rhino.
Yeah, Jamie, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jamie. I think that's the only option there. Just purely and simply, the black. You can't skill shot the black either. It's got to be potted in a separate visit. Obviously, black ball rules. You've got a chance.
Yeah, but also with this is where the rule set fails because he's got to be deemed to be making a legitimate effort to hit this.
Yeah, I think he's cut the one cushion escape off.
Yeah, it's a clever shot from Raz. It's a clever shot.
And I think from there, if he does miss it, he can then play the yellow down and put him on the side rail again.
Yeah.
I think that could be a re-rack.
That's
very, very close.
So if Raz pots this, it's a re-rack. Would you say?
Possibly so, yeah. I'd be interested to.
Shall we have a look at it?
Have a look to see what gap there is there.
Oh no, he goes.
I think he does go. I think he's got to play. I think he's got to play the yellow down onto the bottom rail and put the white on the side rail.
Yes.
So the white there, but the yellow right next to the other yellow.
Yeah. But it's such a delicate shot to play if you've got a bit of nerves, mate, isn't it?
It is, but you're not trying to hit the yellow, are you? Just
No.
trying to, you use the wide to hit the cushion.
Yeah.
And then you're just dealing with pace. As long as it's on the right line coming down.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to leave a shot on it if it falls short, but then you're closer to playing the same shot the next time. Yeah. So I think that's his only option here, Neil.
Yeah. So what you're saying now is leave it, get the white ball
above the yellow
on the left-hand side.
On the left-hand side, and then play the yellow down and put the white on the right-hand side.
He's doing it from here, mate.
There you go. Yeah,
no, that's a re-rack.
It's got to be.
That is definitely a re-rack.
Yeah,
Would you say? The only way of getting that is getting a white ball and seeing if it'll go. Yeah.
And I think Aaron will be disappointed with that because he's missed a shot on the black to win the frame. And he's back as you were again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, the counter that Raz is going to be over the moon, and he's still got his 2-frame lead.
Yeah, and
I don't know who I wasn't here for the break. Neil, who actually broke that last?
I'm not quite sure, mate. I
think who won the leg?
I think what they're doing is Raz won the leg.
Did he? So 6 and odds. So it should be Raz's break again, then, shouldn't it?
Yeah. So I think what they're doing here, Jason, they're probably getting a white ball.
Yeah,
see if
just
it
double
does
checking
go.
it. Yeah, I think Sean will.
Oh, it goes.
There it goes. Wow.
Now you've got to make a valid attempt.
Yeah, I don't think you can call that as anything other than a valid attempt.
No, it was a good attempt actually.
Yeah.
So now he will play for the re-rack. Is he going to knock the black in? No, I think that is. Let's have a look.
Well,
come on, I'm going away in June. Yeah, it is a re-rack.
Definitely, yeah. I think you can see there, he's just moved plumb middle of the pocket, and it's got to be.
Oh. Yeah, re-rack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think Aaron will be kicking himself at that, mate.
Yeah, big result for us, that is.
Yeah, So
especially at this stage, I mean, you don't want to be letting your opponent get 3 or 4 frames in front, do you?
No.
And
no.
especially in it is a race to 11.
Yeah,
but 6, 6, you're over halfway.
I do think a race to 11, Jason. It's like you can afford lose 2 or 3 frames, maybe. If your opponent's playing well. But what I've always said, and I've said in every comms I've ever done, it's you will have your chance, and it's up to you to make the most of your chances when you get in. Now, if you don't, then you clearly deserve to lose.
You've only got yourself to blame.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The singles matches aren't. They're not team games, so it's purely down to yourself.
Yeah.
How you approach the situation, how you handle the situation, how you deal with your nerves.
Yeah.
The pressure.
Yeah.
And of course, the longer these go, the deeper they go, the more pressure comes on.
I'd love Aaron get one back. I know.
I think he deserves it. I think he deserves to win that last frame. But you can't take anything away from Raz. He played a really delicate shot, one that I hate playing, to get that re-rack.
Yeah. I mean, they're both no fools, like we said earlier on, and I think I've said this obviously not on comms before, but I do think Raz is one of the most improved players that I've seen in the past couple of years.
I think Raz's potting's come on massively.
Yeah. He's all round game. I mean,
and his positional. So he's like you mentioned the Super Sevens earlier. I mean, that was the first time I sort of really saw Raz over a long period of time. Lots of frames, lots of games in the day.
Yeah.
And he was, the more and more he got into it, the more fluent he got, the more confidence he got. He knocked 8 balls in at good times for us.
Yeah.
We ended up getting to the semi-finals with pretty much a scratch team.
Yeah.
And that was just team camaraderie, and we all mucked in. We all put a shift in.
Yeah.
I think Raz is capable of doing that. He can dig in.
And like I say, I think Aaron's learned his lesson from going and watching Raz pick him off.
Yeah.
And he's sort of gone, right, do you know what? I'm just going to hold back a little bit. And he knows he's playing well, so there'll come a time in this match when he's going to go and he's going to knock them in.
Yeah, I think it's just trying to create little bit of momentum, isn't it, Neil?
Yeah.
You know, if you can
Yeah.
get a bit of momentum going.
There you go.
Then,
That's what he's tried there, and sometimes if it doesn't come off,
forcing it, aren't you?
yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
a forced shot, and it's not natural. It's
Yeah.
just a forced shot, and
he could develop this yellow at the top now. I think they're both having a bit of a wang at it, aren't they? Really, when you think about it.
I mean, what you got to bear in mind, well, Neil, we've had a bit of a stop for a few minutes, so that's probably taken the flow out of the pair on a
That's a
little
great
bit.
point. That's a great point to make, Jace. Yeah.
You know,
I mean, a couple of my matches when I played against Dom. I mean, I think I went 6-4 up when I was 3-1 down, and I didn't really want the break. And when he come back, Dom knocks 3 fantastic finishes in, and then my back's against the wall again. You know, but this is pool. This is
yeah, you
and,
know,
and it's great. It's great for the neutral as well.
Yeah, you know, in that kind of situation, you think, you know, you play well, you've earned your right to be in the front, you know, in the lead.
Yeah.
And then you've had this brain all of a sudden through just having a break. Your opponent's in front, or you know, well back in the game.
Yeah,
a game
you've lost your momentum a little bit.
A game that you think you got under control, you've just lost.
Yeah.
You know.
See now, I think they played a bit of cat and mouse now.
Yeah. Well, they both got a couple of bad balls, haven't they?
Yeah.
I think obviously Raz has got the first opportunity, I think, to get his bad one out.
Yeah. Is he getting along the rail with this, I think?
Yeah, good shot.
That's a good shot, yeah. But is it worth... let's just have a look at the camera down on that one. I'm just thinking whether he could play the loss of turn. That's
Cross
exactly
there, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't think he can block the bottom one from going if he plays that, because I think he's got to play it cushion first, but he may well block the top one from going in there.
He might
And obviously Razzy's got that bad yellow at the top end, so that's sort of Aaron's insurance, isn't it, really? Oh,
I don't know. See, in these rules, it doesn't really pay for you to take a bag, does it?
No.
You know.
I think it's okay if you've got a lot of balls around it yourself as well. So if they played a loss of turn, you could just reverse it.
Yeah, which could happen here.
Which will happen here. But that's the correct shot, I think, to get his bad ball out. Oh, he's nearly flipped it. Oh dear. You know, I think that's the correct shot. Just get your own bad ball out now, and then, you know, you've got balls that you can dominate the loss of turn now.
Yeah. Now, I'm a fan of that shot.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for him to play the loss of turn on this.
I don't know whether he's just going to play loss of turn and try and sit the yellow on it. Oh, that's a good effort. That's unlucky.
Now, I think... Is there an argument to go here?
I think so. I think they all go.
Yeah,
you know, the red into the right centre is a big bag.
I think the two reds that are in the bottom left, I think they're a little bit smelly. Unless you can get...
I think... There you go. I think there's room...
He might be getting that now, you know. That's the one. That's what I'm on about.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
That's where he's got to be.
Yeah, and... See, for me, if I'd have played that now, I can't not be on anything, whereas if I take these top two out, I've just lost my insurance ball now.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we've reiterated earlier on about that,
I mean,
haven't we, mate?
it's the amount of times that comes up. I mean, I don't think it's going to affect him.
He's played a great shot there, mate.
He has, yeah. He's just got to be careful with this yellow. Yeah, that's a good shot.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, they're difficult control, aren't they, Neil? Sometimes you can just get into him a bit much.
Yeah.
And just stick on that yellow.
Do you know what? He's strutting around like he's got a rhythm on, hasn't he? Now
that's his best finish of the match.
Definitely. Definitely, mate.
So it's, you know,
it makes for good watching as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. You know, like you said, I mean, I sort of comment on mine. You know that, you know, nobody wants to see anybody run away, but the guy who's running away is quite happy with it.
Of course he is. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but you know, it is good. You know, when the matches are good and even, which I think they've all been even. I think it's just on certain freak results have just been where people haven't turned up on the day. You know, on paper, all the matchups have been absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
There's been none that you could look at and think, well, I don't agree with that one. Every single one.
Yeah.
You look at and you think, I mean, the comms tell you, the chats tell you everything, don't they?
Yes, of course
The,
they do,
the
mate.
chats are, I think he's going to win it 11-7.
Well,
I think the other person's going to win it 11-7. So
If you look at the start of the Cat Fours, when you know, and I'm not saying this for just point fingers or anything like that, but it's just an example. You know, Johnny Klaus, absolutely fantastic player, but the shot clock caught him out. You know,
Yeah.
he was like rushing shots where he'd normally take a couple of minutes on each shot.
Yeah.
But that doesn't detract the fact he's a great player.
always has been. He's always been a good stick,
And,
hasn't he, John?
and this is what I'm saying. So certain elements in this King of the Hill will you know, people pay the £100. They go in it and they go in it for a reason. You know, they're backing themselves.
Yeah, of course.
And it's fantastic, mate. When you know, when Coronation Street's on and there's a stream on, mate, I'm happy as pig and muck.
Yeah, well, I'm in the other room. No,
Yeah.
I'll just leave the other half to it.
Tilted
and
rack.
she's great, to be fair. She does leave me alone.
Yeah.
There's plenty of men, I do like my pool. You know, I love playing, I love watching it. In fact, I think this tournament's been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. He stumbled on something fantastic as our Adam. Right. So back to this match.
Yeah. I think the Yellows all have a home, don't they?
Yeah, potentially, mate. Yeah.
I think he's got to play potentially short position on one of them. But
It's just that yellow above the red that's in the middle.
I think
But-
the Audrey takes these in now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it goes top back. He's tried to develop
Right,
it,
just shifted, don't he?
but it does go in the top bag, doesn't it? So
It does.
So you'd thinking like, he's played that really well, really well. Is it though?
I mean, to me, Neil, I think they're to take the one he's closest to now first, because then it opens a path up for the other one into the top bag.
Exactly. He just
You
plays
know,
with some right hand
Then.
side.
And just pull it back across, stick it on the brown spot, and you've got a chat. I don't know if that.
Let's have a look. Let's get the camera down.
I don't know if that yellow goes. It looks tight, Neil.
Yeah. It looks as tight as you, mate. That does.
I don't know how you dare.
Oh, I dare.
Oh, that's a great shot.
what a fan! Oh, do you know he deserved a lot better from
He
that?
He did.
He deserved a lot better from that. That's a brave shot to play, and I think he's sort of taking this to Aaron now, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean this is no guarantee he's get on the pot, is it? Because I
No.
think he's going to clash into the red.
To be honest with you, the red can help him here. Well, right, Aaron. Are you taking the red into the middle, the one that's second down from the bulk end, and then getting on your bad red at the top first? I think.
I think there, Neil. I think take the straight one into the middle, and then take the one above
yeah,
it to
yeah,
the
there's
top right and run through.
Yeah.
I think you're naturally going to be on the right side of that one
Yeah, they are.
to run up.
Yeah.
There,
yeah,
you know. So
yeah. There you go. You called it, mate.
I think with these, though, I think you've got to play with a bit of running side just to help the. Otherwise, it'll flatten.
I think. I think.
Oh yeah, he's going that way. Fair enough.
His bad ball here is the one just below the black.
Yeah.
That's where he's got to mind his work.
Yeah, I think it's them three in a line like that are quite tricky. Because they're all sort of in each other's way.
There's an argument here to play this in the corner bag and have the red
Yeah, I
that's
think
below
that's
the
right.
black in the middle.
Yeah, and there's an argument in here as well for.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what he's played, mate.
And then the one on the top rail is his
But
last
now
ball.
what he's done, he's closed the bag off for the red that's on the left hand side into the middle, into the corner bag. So
I think he sort of stopped on that.
he's played that real.
he's-
He's on it. Is he on it? Oh, he's playing it. We'll watch it from here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Good
Do you
shot.
know what? There's a confidence about Aaron now.
Yeah.
He's played that really well.
Yeah, I think he's finished lovely on that. He's just slightly low on it.
It doesn't matter. He could just finish anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere that's like
I mean, what do you mean?
by
Just stun it out, Neil.
gentle stun.
Yeah, just soft stun.
Probably too much on that, but it doesn't matter. I mean, he's
He's got a spring in his step, hasn't he?
He is. He's going around like Tigger now, isn't he? And he missed a black like that earlier on, did he not?
Yeah.
And what
In the opposite bag.
Yeah.
Very similar shot though.
we've got a game on our hands.
Yeah.
Jace, 4 each.
Yeah. Which is nice, see Neil.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple of games now for the break.
This just proves that how well it's how well the players are picked.
Yeah, how they matched. Yeah, definitely. I mean, like now, Aaron 4-2 down, he could easily go in 6-4 up.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just how quickly it can change.
Exactly.
It can change just like that.
And he was 3-1. I think this is that game against Dom and I played. He was I think I was 3-1 down, and I went in 6-4 up. So there's an example.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and it's like you say, you start getting comfortable at the table. You pick the pace of the table up the more you're on it.
But I tell you what, fair play to Aaron. You know, he hasn't folded like a cheap deck chair, has he? You know what I mean?
No, he's dug in, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
You know.
I think yellows are looking lovely if you can.
They are. I think play the plantain, Neil. I think the plant, then they all go, don't they? I think.
The plant, yeah. There's only one bad one.
That top
the top
end.
right, yeah.
Yeah. But I think, can he not use one of them on the right hand side, 2 on the right hand side, probably the inside one to get up there and break it out.
Let me just have a little call here. Now, he can actually finish up the top right hand of the table, and the yellow goes into the middle.
It's a really tricky, short positional shot, isn't it? But
I know it is.
But there's a ball at the top end to play that shot, isn't there?
Exactly, yeah. He's a bit no man's land there, Jace, I think.
Yeah.
He wanted to be off the rail with that. I think what he might do here is just play the yellow over the bag and leave him up the top left hand of the table. Oh, he's not. No, he's going for it. Well,
I think if he just screws off now and tries leaving himself plumb level with the yellow,
parallel with the yellow,
and then he can just stun across.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a
or even like
play that shot that you said.
The shot that I just said. Yeah.
Yeah, different control when you're digging down, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he won't be happy with himself with that one.
I don't know if he can play the double and put himself where you said.
Potentially, mate. Potentially, yeah. He's looking at it now, look, isn't he?
Yeah. Be interesting if he puts his cue there. If not, then I think he's just going to bounce it out, isn't he? That's a good shot.
Yeah, containing safety shot there.
Yeah.
Good thinking from Raz. I think he's left him a sniff here, mate. I think
he has left him a sniff, yeah. I don't think he's got to do anything with the white. I think he just naturally goes in position. If he gets the pace right...
I think he'll be on something. He'd be very unfortunate if he didn't.
I mean, even if he flashes into the left-hand yellow, he's definitely on the other one, isn't he? Yeah.
Oh, he's had a little bit of a rub there.
Yeah.
So after he's played this shot, I'm just going to go on the down camera and just see if the black goes in the bottom left. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Yes, control that well.
Yeah, black flies in.
I think it does. I think he just looked at it, Neil.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, he's definitely pointing at it.
Is he a bit?
Yeah, that's his natural angle, isn't it? Come off that side rail.
Yeah,
and
you haven't got to be straight on these shots. You've just got to.
And of course, coming that way, he's not coming across the line.
Exactly.
He's coming down the line,
yeah.
So his pace isn't as critical. Yeah, just it's okay. He's got a shot, hasn't he?
I think he sort of quit on that a little bit. Yeah, that's a good shot, Raz. Well played, mate.
Yeah, good finish. After having a couple of frames go against you.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good finish.
You have to get another Perrier water in a minute, mate. How's your lime and soda go?
It's getting a bit warm now, Neil. I think the ice is melted in it. Yeah.
Oh dear. Wonder if it can phone through for some ice for you.
I wouldn't have thought so. Don't want to disturb Adam.
Right then, guys, 5-4. Good
Yeah,
game.
so
Good game.
Very good game. And,
As Bruce Forsyth has said.
Yeah. Is there anybody got any change on the predictions?
You can't change, can you? Really, you just got to go right. Okay. I said 11-9, didn't I? What did you say? 11-9.
No, I think I said 11-7.
11-7.
I think I went 11-7 for Aaron, and I think you went 11-7 for Raz. 11-8.
11-8. Yeah.
11-8. Yeah.
That's it, yeah. Well, he's got a ball, so I think we're looking sweet for yellows, mate. Do you think?
Well, they all go, don't they? And as you clear one, others go.
I'm not sure on that,
No,
mate. I'm really not sure with that.
Yeah, I think he's a bit no man's land there.
Did he quit on that?
You look like he decelerated a little bit.
Oh, no. No. Let's just have a look at the camera down if that bottom red goes in the... Yeah, it goes, doesn't it? Do you think that goes in the bottom left bag?
I think he can play it off the jaw. You know, as long as he doesn't hit it hard, I think it'll drop. I was quite surprised how slidey the pockets were playing when I played on it. You know, I've got a very slim cloth on at home, and they do play a bit slidey. These Ainsworths do.
He's got to watch the time here. I think.
Good shot.
That's a great shot.
Great effort, that is.
Do you think that goes
top bag?
By his body language, I don't think it does, mate. But is there an argument here to play off the red into the middle? It's a really tough shot.
Yeah, and look where all the yellows are.
He's just trying to make a mess of his ball.
I think he's just trying to pull back.
To be honest with you, I think we could potentially be looking at 5 each, mate. Do you?
Yeah, I think now Aaron's settled in, I can see him getting these.
Yeah.
If it was the first or second frame of the match where they both looked a bit edgy, I think it'd be a different story. But I can see him getting these.
Oh dear. Now this is where roles are reversed a little bit. That does chop in the middle, or it goes corner. I'd be looking at the middle here, I would, mate. Because if he comes up and...
I'm just thinking, play the plant.
Yeah, that's a great call.
It opens them all up.
Yeah.
And you know, he should be on.
Quick look at that, the camera down.
Yeah, he pull one into it.
Yeah, of course it does, mate. Yeah, that's a shot, mate. You've called it.
And if he's low on this, that's perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. He just drops that in at the all link.
Yeah.
He's only got to run that through 3 or 4 inches.
These are
dollies.
I wouldn't say dollies, mate. Wrong word, but I think he's
earned it, hasn't he? He's played a good shot.
Yeah.
He's put the wide in the right spot after it.
Well, straight after this, we're taking a short break, guys. So, Steve Moss, good afternoon, mate. Yeah, we had a little bit of a technical issue earlier on, so we did have a little break, but right.
Yeah.
So 5 each.
5 each, game on.
Tis a game each. Oh no, 6-4. Sorry.
Oh, 6-4. Sorry. Yeah.
6-4. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes, guys. We're just going to recharge our Perrier and lime and soda, and see you soon. gentlemen and ladies. We're back. The first break there to Aaron. 6-4. Just chatting to him in the main arena there, and he's a bit disappointed that he isn't 7-3 up. He says he feels really confident, and he's gifted Raz a couple of frames. We'll see on this one. No.
Yeah, I think that's a bit loose.
Yeah.
You know, nothing for short there, was there?
No.
You know, everything for long there. He's coming down on a good line as well.
To be honest with you, those Reds don't look appetising at all, do they?
No.
There you go. Look, I mean, that's what he was saying. He says, you're not missing much pots like that. But is there an argument here for just leave him on the bottom rail? He's cut. Is he cut? No, he's cut it. Yeah.
I mean, he has said he's potting well. He feels like he's potting well, he said.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, to be fair, I think he is. It's just odd little shots, isn't it?
Yeah,
he needs to
sort of like
up.
taking his eyes off the prize a little bit.
Yeah, he's getting a good and then missing a simple one.
Is that heater nice on you now, mate? I've put that heater on. Feel it?
Yeah.
It's lovely, isn't it? Look after you, Hardy.
Bit too warm, to be fair, mate.
Why don't we knock it down then? You're always moaning, aren't you?
Me, never.
That's a great shot, that is, because it's a containing safety shot, isn't it? So I think Raz won't want to disturb these set of balls down here. He might have got away with this. Wow. He's had a little bit of a touch. Because if he leaves him on any ball there, he's got the potential to go in and split them up, hasn't he?
It's right at the corner, to be fair, Neil. You know.
He's
come wide on that.
He's a buzz ride off that, mate. So,
I mean, what do you do if you're Raz, Neil? Do you think go attacking and just use one of the middle ones to split that bad one out at the bottom?
It's a great question, and I think I'd be going into that them pack of four balls there. They're, you know, obviously not counting the black.
Yeah.
But
I think
I'd be hungry. I'd be going for game here.
Yeah, I think if he does show off the top balls, he's got the two left and right that both go into centre.
Yeah, but my argument with that, Jace, is the fact that he's got to find an angle to get into them balls now to free that red up. Now I would be doing that early doors because all them balls are off the rail and they're easy to pot. But is he just going to drop him in behind this and let him disturb them? That's the case, I suppose.
Yeah, there's always an argument for that, Neil. Yeah. The thing is, always think, Neil. I'm always worried. I think if I do it, I'm the master of my own destiny. Whereas if somebody else does it, they can get a better rub.
True. Yeah.
So when the opportunity's there, if you've got a chance to get them open,
now,
do it.
That's made a diff. All the reds are in the open then, and now you've got a difficult red on the rail. He's given him a look at it once, and he's still
played the same shot.
Played the same shot.
Yeah.
So.
You know, but
I mean, if he's just played the safety shot, then he should play another one now, because if he's playing to get into him now, he should have done it on the last shot because he's potentially put a red ball safe. So I'd be looking at just dropping that red ball over the bag and just snookering him.
I think he has to now.
He's got to.
The opportunity's been lost, hasn't it?
Yeah,
you know,
he turned it down. He turned it down, Jay.
Yeah,
he turned it down, mate. Yeah.
I think, like you say, sometimes you just got to look at it and think, if I want to win the frame, what have I got to do?
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes you only get that opportunity once.
Even that, it's not the... I know he's got a good white ball.
But anything can happen, Neil. He could pot one,
well,
which he has
done. There you go. And,
you know, he's had a chance when the frame before that to split it open.
Let's have a look at the camera down, see if that goes top bag.
I think it does.
That goes top bag.
Oh, I think he'd have liked to.
Oh, no. And I said to him at the break, Jace. I said to him, I said,
Take your time.
take 10 seconds on the
Yeah.
ball, but I think he's too gung go. Now, what he's done, he's offered the frame to Raz here on a plate.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
personally.
massively.
And I don't mean talk like, you know, and he did say it, at the break. He's giving three frames out the last set, and I think he's just offered him another one.
Yeah, I mean that shot that he's just played there into the top bag, you know, it was a tough shot because you've got to try and flick the black.
Yeah.
There's no way he's going to hold on the yellow. You've got
No.
to flick the black, and he's only got a quarter ball to play at.
Yeah.
So.
And then going back to what Razzy's played, Razzy played them safety shots, and he's ended up putting that red on the top rail, which makes it difficult now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
no, if that was over the bag, you'd be knocking him in, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd be thinking, I'm getting these 7 or 8 out of 10. 9
Yeah,
out of 10
9
even.
out of 10, mate. Yeah.
Sorry, you say if it was off the top rail.
Yeah,
You know,
when he played the safety shot, he's put the red on the top rail, so. And there you go. And, you know, he could still have played the red over the corner bag and still had the snooker. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he could, yeah. I think he could potentially either play the bottom yellow and put it on the side rail and roll up and try leave him Chinese snookered on a loss of turn.
Yeah, that's a good
Or
call.
he'll drop him behind the black. That was the other shot I was going to say.
That's a great shot.
Which is a good shot. Very, very good shot.
I do still think that Razzy's favourite for this.
I think so, just because where the yellow, unless he puts a ball safe here, which he hasn't done, then I think he is going to be favourite still.
Now there's an argument here now, Jace, to drop him to play loss of turn with a bit of touch of right hand side to leave him, and he's playing that shot on the top rail or Chinese. Now does that plant? He's having a look at it.
It's not far off.
It's makeable. It's makeable.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And
so
I wouldn't be hitting it with any pace. I'd rather give it. I'd give it every chance it could.
There's also a call here for if he plays it, because he's got to come thin off this to pop the yellow over the top bag after. Oh, there you go. Oh, no, he's played. He wants a bit of rub. He wants a bit of rub here. He's still on it, but it's hard to hold for this. To be fair, it does go in the middle, so he's got a free shot at this. The red goes in the middle. That's it, Raz. Take your time.
Yeah. I'm just thinking if he pops this, just try not leave it on the bottom rail, because if it's on the bottom rail, he's got a tricky shot to get on to play that red. And as long as he's off the bottom rail, he's got a shot at it.
Oh, he's up off the shot. He was up off the shot before he hit it. Now, you're definitely going yellow in the bottom right.
Got to. I don't think he can get on it
because
much better.
There's that much traffic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be looking at this.
I mean, if you play that top yellow, where are you going to put that wide that's any
There you
better
go.
than it is now?
I think this is the wrong shot.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
Although he's played it well.
And he's still got the same shot that he's just had. I think he just drops this in dead weight.
Yeah, going back out to just past where he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, shot.
He's back in it. It's yeah, I think Raz will look at that and think it's a frame chucked there. And I think when we both spoke to him in the break, I think he was a little bit frustrated, wasn't he? You think?
Yeah, he did come across that way. I think just purely, I think he has had good chances to win frames. I know Aaron's chucked a couple away. You know, but I think Raz had the opportunities to be further in front than what he actually is.
Yeah. I think both of them. It's been a to and fro game, hasn't it? Really.
Again, it's another good pick by Adam, isn't it? You know, they you know,
categories and that, yeah.
There's.
I think on another day,
the scores the other way around, isn't it?
Raz would have, you know, and you know, without contradicting myself, then you know, you could say the same for Aaron. You know, Aaron's an accomplished player, and so is Raz. So yeah, I do think out of the two, I think Aaron is the one that's got his mojo back more than the other player.
Well, speaking to the pair of them, Neil, I got the impression off Aaron that he feels quite comfortable.
Yeah.
Whereas Raz feels a little bit frustrated.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, I think that one good shot here, hit into the black. Oh, man, you don't need to as it goes.
Let's have a look at the camera down, see if that
As
black
it goes, Neil. I think there's an opportunity to go into it if it didn't.
He's certainly the one that's looking a bit the more confident. You know, he's getting his groove on, isn't he?
He's definitely quickened up.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You know, argument going into the red by the black here, Neil. It's tracky, wasn't it?
Yeah. Again, he did this in I think it was the third or fourth frame. He's leaving his bad work till the end.
Yeah, and he's had opportunities to go into that black twice
Yes,
now,
that's
2-3
it,
times,
mate.
and still, and if he goes into him, he's probably guaranteed to be on a shot.
Even if it's just a little
Just
nudge.
a little nudge. He has got it hard. He's only got to bump the red out of the way.
Do you think this could go top bag? Black goes top bag, you know.
It does, yeah.
Not from there.
I can't see him getting on it unless he uses the
It
red.
must go. It must go.
Well, there you
It
go.
goes then. It must go.
That's all. Obviously, we can't see from here. He'll know if he's stood right behind it.
He's seriously not looking at it now, thinking, does it go? It might go off the knuckle, I reckon. It flew in.
Flew in.
Yeah.
Good
Wow.
finish.
6 each.
6 each,
Da-da-da. Da-da-da.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's mad, isn't it? I mean, you look at it for me and you think there's no way on earth that's going in that
Yeah,
bag,
it can be deceiving, which gives our opinions just like a bit of a rough edge. But hey, it like you say again, not the Crucible, is it?
No.
Anyway, asking you just on a personal note, what would be your walk-on music if you come on to music?
Oh, I wouldn't know, Neil. I'm sure you'd have a few suggestions for me.
Tell them.
The one and only Chesney Hawks.
Yeah.
I think he's just a bit of a running joke off that Super 7s, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
I certainly am.
Right then. If you can find a way of getting on that red that's just above the brown spot.
I think
think
he
he's-
can.
he-
I think he can screw round it, can't
He
he? Now?
can, he can,
Just
yeah.
bump into the yellow.
Yeah, that's
Not too hard, 'cause obviously you don't want to kill the other red, do you? That's just by it. Oh, that's a good shot. He's probably going to
He-
just
yeah,
drop
he
it in.
could-
Yeah, that's a good shot, that is. Then
he could actually take the. He's looking at it now, isn't
yeah,
now, isn't he? Yeah.
he's going to take it after this one.
He could
I think.
he could potentially take the one that's above the yellow on the side rail and then play that shot. You know. There you go.
Well, I suppose all his work's done up there, isn't it?
And that's it.
You know, you just got to get a good white after this shot if you go into the pot.
I don't. To be honest with you, he's just got get on this because I think the natural angle is to come straight down.
I think he's just got to watch the pace, because I think with
That's
these,
perfect.
Neil, it's a really good, I mean, it's ball in hand perfect, isn't it? But you've just got to watch here that you don't come either too short or too far. You know, if he lands on the black spot, it's a tricky finish then. Where if he's short of that or away, he's used the side to. But again, he's got to go either play this one across the rail now.
I'd be going bottom rail with this
or
one.
blind bag. This stage
Yeah,
of the mark,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a tricky shot, that, Neil.
It
He hasn't
but
got to
it's,
do anything with it, I suppose.
but it's the right shot. He's just got to play it with just a touch of bottom, and you've got to be playing this shot.
Yeah, I think more of a floaty shot and just float it in, just.
No, I'd play it with just a touch of bottom, come off two cushions, like that.
I think the fact that he's put side on it has thrown it.
It was the right shot, though, James.
I think he was definitely the right shot, yeah. But
Now Aaron's gonna make. He'll just drop him in underneath this yellow now, I think. But even with that, I mean, where the black is, and he's covering that. There you go. That's a great shot.
Yeah.
And also, he's got the potential of ball in hand here, and then I've played the loss of turn shot, so he's in control of that pocket.
I think the one nearest to the rail, up by the green spot, just off the rail.
Yeah.
Whether he can use that to play the loss of turn and then screw back in behind them other two yellows.
Yes, good call. Basically, what we're saying here is Raz needs to hit
He's
one
got
of his
to hit
balls.
this, otherwise.
No.
Yeah. So I think for me now that yellow, it's just off the rail. Play that. If that goes and pops that red, that ace him.
Yeah, you've called it.
And I think just come in behind them other two yellows.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have played that hard. I'd just try to drop it down because.
Yeah. And he's also made another yellow difficult for himself.
Yeah.
It was the right shot, but don't you feel as though he's rushing his shots?
I think he's playing a little bit too quick now.
Yeah.
Like I say, he could have just literally just rolled that down.
Wow.
There you go.
What an absolute fantastic shot.
Great
That was that shot of the match. That is
massively
in my eyes.
As a frame-winning shot as well, definitely. Like I say, if Aaron had played it dead weight, Razzy's got a skill shot to play after.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Johnny, almost like you thought he made that route up as he went along. Tails up for Tats. Yeah, so has he put the score on yet? Was that is it 6 each?
No, I think it's 7-6 Raz, isn't it?
I do think this has got potential to go all the way.
Is it 6 each? I don't know.
To be honest with you, John, I think
Yeah, 7-6.
speaking to Aaron in the break, he's got a skip in his step. I think Raz is the one that probably needs up his game a little bit. I mean, I think he's just had a little dropped his cue then. He's got a ball.
I think that's his best break.
Oh, it's that flicking that red out. It's perfect.
I think all these yellows have homes, don't they?
Yes.
And they all link.
Yes. Yeah. It's just the black in the
black has to go in the middle, doesn't it? Oh, where's he played here?
No, that's a bit.
That's just rushing. That's just rushing.
That's just.
The finish is there if you just take your time.
Yeah, that's a bit nonchalant. That is. No.
He'll be frustrated at that.
Yeah, you'll get nothing for that, mate. That's unfortunate. That is.
I think, to be fair, it was anywhere but there, wasn't it?
He didn't mind his work. This is. I mean, if you play like that, you play like that, and fair dues, and you.
I do myself.
And you all hand up and say that you do, because you won't get like a stride on, you get a buzz on. But, and I'm a quick player in general, but like, I just know how easy it is to make a mistake. So you just got to take just 5-10 seconds. Just John Hughes, perfect example. He can have a straight black. But he'll look at it 2 or 3 times, but he'll get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I think that's.
I think it boils down to how you want to play your pool, doesn't it? Everybody's got their own sort of way of playing.
But if it's not working, if you're making
rudimental errors or careless errors, I suppose.
Yeah. By not taking that little bit of time, then I think that there's an argument for that, mate.
It's just that the trade-off is that how much does it affect your game if you slow your flow down?
Got you.
And so there is a trade-off all the time. You can't, you can't be perfect all the time. We all miss. We all play bad shots. And I suppose it's just
finding that happy medium.
The key is extracting your maximum out yourself, and now whether that means you're throwing a few shots away here and there to get a few 8 balls and get a few good rhythm going.
Yeah.
Then some people might have to do that. Yeah.
I think Raz has got potential here to fetch this red off the side rail. Where is he going?
think he's going to.
That's a great
It
shot.
is a good shot.
It's a great shot.
He's still got a shot to
But
play, hasn't he?
he's still got. I suppose there's argument for him to drop this in the middle and leave himself by the blue spot. Well, about 8-10 inches up from the blue spot, so he can develop the red on the side.
Yeah, I
rail.
think that yellow's playing like a bit of a beach ball, isn't he? That's the angle that he'd want to go on that red.
Yeah.
To get him behind that other one.
So it's a bit of a guide.
You know, if he's short of it to the right hand side, he's too narrow on the angle.
Yeah.
And if he comes past it, he's the wrong side. It's just right in the way, isn't it? Let's see how he's played this. I don't know. You see, obviously he's the wrong side. I don't know whether he come off a couple of rails and drop him behind it, Neil.
He could do.
Or I think what he might do is just clip off him, put him behind the red.
There you go. Yeah, I think that's a sensible option. Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
very clever.
No
very
heroics.
Clever. No, love it. No heroics. And that's a good retort, mate.
It is, yeah. It's a good reply. That. I don't think. Well, it's difficult to say for me. We know that, but if he can top the top one, I think he's swearing it into game for the first one. Oh no, he could pot it, Neil.
Wow. Now
Why?
this is some big shot. You need to play this with bottom right hand side.
3 rails.
Yeah, 3 rails, and just give it.
But I don't think you hit it hard. Just let the running side run it round.
Oh, he's gone top
He's
back.
gone long. That's fair
He
enough.
fancies his queuing.
That's fair enough.
If he's queuing well, then he's knocking this in.
I'm all for people backing themselves, Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a
good
good
shot.
pot.
Good shot.
Great shot, that is. Great pot. Good finish.
I think Aaron's a bit deflated with that.
Well, again, he had the first chance, hadn't he, and not got him.
This
you
is
know,
it.
You know, I mean, you know, his first fizzy, you're thinking, well, these are gone.
Yeah.
And just one bad shot.
Silly error.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and you know, it's cost him the frame.
So that could have potentially been 7 each.
Yes. Yeah.
And-
And it's a big stage in the match now.
Yeah.
Because the 2-frame leader, I know you were saying, you know, in the comment against me, Neil, that you'd rather be 9-10 down than 10-9 up.
Yeah.
But I
Try to
think
go over that line.
Yeah, I think when you're in the better player categories, then I think that's true. Because
Yeah.
the reversal of pressure, the other guy knows he's got to switch on. But I think when you come down to a lower standard, I think frames on the board are king sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah. It can have a mental effect on you, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Raz has got a ball.
It's a good break.
Yeah.
I think the Reds will go.
Well, where's he started though? It's a difficult start.
I think he's plumbed straight into the
I'd
one
be,
to the right.
I'd be going yellows.
You've
here,
got to go
mate.
yellows,
I've
haven't you,
got to
I
go
think?
yellows. Yeah. That's the one. He's not hit that with any conviction. I think
No, I
he's
think
got
he's
down
rushed-
and hit that,
He's
hasn't
rushed
he?
it, hasn't he? He's rushed it,
Yeah. Have a look. You know,
Yeah.
you players like Adam Davies, whenever they break, they'll take. I know we've only got a 45-second shot clock, but you have a look. You've got to evaluate what the frame is.
Well, I think Aaron's just opened all the balls up for
Let's
us
just have a
here.
look at that top camera down.
I
Yeah,
think,
they all go.
They're all on now.
Yeah, they're all
And
there.
then again, it's just play sensible. Just be
That's like
sensible
it's
here.
throwing frames away.
Yeah, I think, like you say,
I'm not seeing him hit a ball that hard all the match.
No.
So I think there's a tad of frustration there, mate, to be fair. Yeah. And I think the yellow in the corner bag, the top right corner,
that's his link to the black.
that's his link to the black, yeah,
Yeah.
his finishing ball.
He can just run it round off one rail.
These
off the top rail.
are basic fundamentals.
Yeah, he's just got to make sure he gets on this bottom yellow properly. Don't want finish low on it, which he's descelled a little bit there.
Yeah.
So
It could
well,
be rerouting here. It could be
I think
taking
I-
the top right first and then the bottom left, the bottom right hand bag with the yellow. See what he does.
I think about just try play in the middle of the 2 yellows.
Yeah, you play for spaces, don't you?
Yeah, and he's all right.
Yeah.
He's okay.
There you go. Like I just said, you know,
He's-
you play it that way. So there's loads of options here. Yeah.
That's a nice nudge on the black because it just makes the black
Yeah,
easy.
he's still kissed into that. Now that could have gone really bad for him. You know, he could have hit that off ball and snookered himself on that.
Yeah.
But he hasn't. So yeah.
Yeah, good shot.
I think it's a long way back for Aaron now. I think he needs to have a look at himself and think, well, you know, you miss, you're done. So
Yeah, I think he's compounded by how he's missed them finishes.
I do think, I don't know if they agree with me, Jace, but I think
Probably not.
he's rushed his shots.
Yeah,
He's really, but I know he wants to get a rhythm on.
I think he's just trying to inject a bit of pace into his play,
Yeah.
give himself a bit of a G up. But I think he was cueing better or playing better when they had that technical break. You know, when he went in there and calmed himself down
Yeah.
and started playing with a level head rather than a let's try and force stuff head.
And he's gone off. He's
And
gone off.
he's
off
gone
the
off
break
now.
here.
So and
Wow.
there's one smelly one, isn't there? One smelly yellow, but it's not great. The red stopping the double. What are you thinking here, Neil? Are you thinking?
I'd be tempted reds here, mate. I
Yeah.
would be tempted reds.
Yeah, because you've only got that bad one, haven't you?
Yeah, and then
Which the one at the very bottom of the table, if you get on it properly, you're straightened down, aren't you, off the bottom,
yes,
bottom cushion.
yeah,
Yeah, I know you're shoving the yellow up to the other red.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he's got to go reds here.
Now this is where for Raz could be the penultimate frame of the match. So he's got to. And he told if there's a miss in Raz, then it's up to Aaron to step up and just try get something out of the match.
I think we are at that stage, aren't we, where it's I don't think Aaron can afford to miss now.
No.
I think definitely if Raz takes
But
these
Raz,
out,
Raz's had a bit of a wing there, so
I can't say. Doesn't look like it goes past from here, Neil. One that he's looking at. It does.
yeah, it
flies
does,
him.
yeah. Again, leaving your bad ball till the end. Now he's got to take this in the corner bag.
The one that's behind the yellow.
The one that's
Yeah.
the one that's closest to the white, yeah.
And what you do, just see if you just chop into it a bit. Just try and take the pace out of it. I think if you play naturally,
you've got to jack up on the shot because clearly it's in and off in the corner bag. But if he makes this, I think he's out. I've got to be honest. There you go. Yeah, he's jacking.
Close.
Oh, that deserved a pot. That did.
It's a good effort.
Yeah. But then again, like I said earlier on, it's up to Aaron now to dig in and grind a frame out. Put one of his balls safe. Just make it messy for him. Make him work for the frame.
Well, as we are at the moment, all the reds go.
Yeah. So he's got to make something.
He's got to really hide that white, which he could do. I'm just thinking skimming off this yellow that he's closest
Yeah, but
to.
what he's potentially leaving here, Jace, is
Yeah, I think.
there's a 4-ball plant here now for Raz. Do you know what I mean? I know it's a big shot, but there's what else has he got? He's looking at cutting that in the corner bag.
I'm not a fan of that, Neil, if I'm honest.
Well,
I think there's a chance you can start messing your own balls up here. I mean, I think he's got it. Oh, yeah, great shot. But again, you know, there's a chance of messing your own balls up with that.
yeah, I get it. I get it.
And
it's like, and then I'm probably in the wrong there because like you're chasing the wind, then aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let it come to you, I think.
That's all right. That's all right. But potentially he's left a cut in the middle here, and then he could play the lost turn and follow the. Yeah, he can get on. He can pot this ball at the top now, and then potentially play the loss of turn and snooker Raz. And I think that's what he's after, but he's snookered himself behind the black.
So I think moving that was an insurance ball to stop the black going in that bottom bag.
Yeah, but he's over it though, because I think that's what he wanted to play. He's left a double on for Raz. It's still tough. He's on that as well.
I think he's
He's
got
on
it.
that. He's on that.
I think he's in the gap, Neil.
Yeah, he is.
I think just control it.
Oh, he must have been tight. Right then. So what you call here, Jay? Do you put that in the middle and then lost a turn?
Run it through.
And then
lots of turns, stick it right behind the yellow.
That's it. Yeah. This could be a little sniff for Aaron, but this is where he's got to mind his work. That's it. Oh no. Is he any?
I think he wanted to try just be straight on it. So
Is he any
just
better though? He's not any better on that, is he?
I don't think so.
He's putting his eggs in one basket.
Well, I think can he not just play off the right hand yellow, come round the back of the black and put him up the top end of the table?
Yeah.
And then he's got a ball in hand then
Yeah,
to put it where ever he wants. Just make sure you don't.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because now he can put a ball in hand.
That's a good shot.
Put a ball in hand, play the skill shot, or play the
where he wanted to do.
exactly where he wants to be. Yeah.
Go for the skilly screw back.
Great
Wow.
shot. Great shot.
Wow. That's a great shot.
Yeah,
I'm
great
gonna
shot.
I'm gonna play that back again.
Just missed it.
Oh, just missed it.
There we go. Yeah, just caught the end of it.
Should have pressed it before, shouldn't I?
You'd have missed him pot in the black, wouldn't you? But yeah, I mean,
Yeah. No, he saves it. He saves it. It carries
does
on,
it?
but he saves it. Yeah.
Oh, right.
So
Raz is on the hill.
10-6, always a difficult frame to get, Jace.
Yeah, I think he's terrible after that though. He's
Yeah.
I mean, they're always on, aren't they? I'm in the jaws and going across. How many times you get them out to 10, I don't know. Depends obviously on your skill level, but they're always on. There's always that chance.
I'll never forget. I played on a shot against Russ Malbon, and he'd left me up the top end of the table, and I played it in the jaws, come straight the way down and potted it in the corner bag. The look on his face, I swear to God, but it was the length of the table. But yeah, that's when you know your match is over, Chris. Yeah, you bang on, mate. It's not your day. I think he has given Raz too many chances, like where he should be concentrating. I think his time on the shot, like we said earlier on, both of us have said, like, you won't get a rhythm on, you won't get, if you're a quick player, but sometimes it doesn't pay, because you can make, a few little futile mistakes, but that's the way it is, and that's the way it's gone. But
again, massive break off Raz, and no ball. Well,
I'd just like to see Aaron just take it to like a 10-8 at least, and just to give him a bit of a wobble. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think
he's got a couple of shots play here, hasn't he, Raz? Just to
Raz, yeah,
but they are there, aren't they?
Yeah, I think he's found his mojo. Raz has. Yeah, he's thinking about the game, isn't he? Like he's not going for nothing silly. Go. That's a clever shot.
Yeah. I mean, he's got his bad ball out, and he's allowed him to take control.
Yeah, but he's giving him a turnover there. So, but
they're all on.
They're all on now.
Yeah.
I find.
I mean, the ogre ball's the one north of the middle bag, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just getting on it.
Yeah.
There's nothing really linked to it. I'm sure he'll sort it out.
See, now he hasn't just walked into that shot and played it. He's had a little think, as Raz. There you go. And I do think it pays, mate. I do think it pays.
I mean, what you're looking at, he'll just come across to take the one in below the black into centre next, and then use the other one that's over the bag to just drift up.
He needs to be.
It's okay there, I think.
He's okay.
I think he'd like another couple of rolls though.
Yeah. There's loads of outs, isn't there?
Yeah, good shot.
He's played that really well.
Yeah.
Now it's a case of just anywhere up the top end of the table on the bulk line.
Do you think he's the wrong side of the yellow, Neil? For that, I don't know. I can't.
He's playing it with the left hand side, so he's pinged up. And,
I think he's okay there.
Yeah.
I think he's side rail, top rail, and just roll down.
Yeah.
And I think if he lands anywhere near the red that he's closest to, he's got a shot on the black. Oh, he's come round.
Mind you. One good shot. Take your time. Don't just get down and hit it.
I'm back.
There you go. And he is doing. No, I like that. I do like that.
He knows he's match ball, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You know, pot this. He's
knows.
out. Yeah, shot. Oh, how's that not gone in? I thought he was in all the way then.
Right. Is there a reprieve for Aaron Tatton?
I think he's got to play the red off the bottom rail, off the black, and get the black out to you. Yeah, shot.
Yeah. Now, I tell you honestly, there's an argument to say that Raz shouldn't be back in this frame now from here.
Not really. I mean, he has got a shot to play. I mean, to me, the shot, if you know, he's got to get this. I think. Yeah, shot. But I think, like I say, I think they all go, don't they, Neil?
They've all got it home. It's just like no silly mistakes. I'm just going to say like that, but
he's got away with it. I think
he has got away with it, and I'm sure he'll admit to himself, mate, that like that's when you need your composure. 5, 6 seconds, anything. Just look at the pot. You've clearly been missing balls, so you have a word with yourself and you go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you're missing them, then you're obviously doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Way up. Oh dear. But it's easy from here, isn't it, Neil?
Of course. Yeah.
You know.
And he
never miss one from in here. Nobody has, have they?
No. But the thing is, like I've said before, is Aaron's saying I don't get nervous.
They do. Everybody does.
Is that nerves or is it just?
I think what it is now, I think he's just trying to force finishes, isn't he? He's just trying to force them. Because it's not happening, he's trying to force the finishes.
Yeah. It would be nice to see him get another frame on the board.
I think he deserves it, Neil.
Of course he does.
I think he deserves getting another frame on the board. I think he's played well enough not to lose 11-6.
Yeah.
Who's
to say that he's not going to
pip it?
Take it to Lincoln Hill?
Yeah.
He's got this one.
Play that one.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, finish.
Good finish. 10-7. That's respectable. My mate's just going to relieve himself. Dear me. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Right then, massive break there from Raz. A big mountain to climb for Aaron, if I'm honest. These have all got a home. Yeah, they could use that yellow just to stop for the red in the corner bag. Excuse me, bear with me a second. We could be on the he's on the last finish here now. So Raz just broke off. He's gone on reds, and I think this could be the final couple of shots, guys. So
yeah, you'd expect him to get these, wouldn't you?
yeah.
Good enough, you know,
Yeah.
he's a good player.
Yeah, he's giving himself. I don't think Aaron will be happy how he's played and the games he's thrown away. But that's pool, mate, and it's yeah, well done.
Yeah, well played, Raz.
Well done, Raz. And 10-7, respectable scoreline at the end of the day. Obviously, Aaron won't be happy, but it is what it is. Frustration there, obviously. But massive thanks to Jason for joining us in the comms today. Have you enjoyed it, mate?
I have, mate, yeah. Surprisingly, yeah, I was very nervous at first. But, you know, it's a different, like I say, it's different setup in here, it's different dynamic.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't know the next match that's going to be on. I really don't know. I've not got the information that Andy Woodhouse has. Our Ted Lowe of the Plaza, and thanks for everybody joining in, and see you again soon. All the best. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, take care, guys. Bye.
Bye.